I'm here with Pat Langley, who is the founder of Vaikobi, and they have always been a brand at the leading edge, innovating and just trying new features to put on their products. And what you've got here is the V-Dry X, which is a range of kit which is specifically designed so that teams can brand up, look the same, and make sure that their kit reflects everything about their boat.
Absolutely. Well, look, the teamwear business for us has been in a really evolving space over the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 years, but it's really evolved in the last 12 months in particular to allow us to have a real awesome range that can, cater to sailing teams and give them that level of customization that they all after. And I think also in terms of that with the V-Dry X range, understanding the specific product that sailors need for day racing and Grand Prix racing as it is, and giving them the level of customisation they need.
I can't help notice you've got Bellamente here, and this is a maxi that everybody knows out on the water. And here you've got the lovely light green detailing that matches up with their logo. But how did this come about to get what is an incredible campaign?
Yeah, well, look, we've been very fortunate. When we decided to really go after this crew market, we enlisted actually a really good friend of mine, known him a long time, Jim Turner, who everyone in yachting knows Jim Turner. He's a well-known character. So Jim has been integral in this project. He's been driving the R&D, making us really understand what the sailors are after. And a couple of key things we identified was obviously the gear's got to be top level, top notch. Guys like Hat, who owns Bellamente, they expect the best. So we've really decided to go and make sure we've got the best performing gear, but giving them also that level of customization that makes them really look to the level they want to look. In addition to that, all teams need good service. They want to be able to know that they're talking to sailors that understand exactly what they're doing and what they need, and basically solve their problems for them.
This is one of the keys about your team at Vaikobi. You've got sailors through and through who don't just know people on the circuit, such as Jim you just mentioned, but they know what sailors need. And so when you've got customers coming to you, you talk their language.
Well, that's it, right? I think, we're all passionate sailors. This is why we do it, right? Fortunately for us, we've got a business in a sport that we love doing. So I think at the end of the day, being able to kit out, Bellamente, wow, that's really cool. And we've got a bunch of other teams that we're working with right now that you'll see emerge as the summer in the Northern Hemisphere evolves. And it's exciting times for us. The team's so excited to see the footage of everyone wearing our kit.
You've got the outer layers there with the V-Dry X, and back ashore you've got people maybe wearing one of your thinner UV tops.
Yes.
Do you get the branding across to this as well?
Yeah, correct. So I think, the UV Ocean Tech range has been a massive seller for us, and you can see the vast array of colours that we offer now in men's, women's, long sleeve, hooded. And once again, that lends itself to that level of customisation. If you just have white, grey, black, like everyone else does, you're limiting yourself to what people want. So, this range, everyone loves this fabrication. It's unbeatable in terms of comfort, breathability. The common feedback we get in the UV Ocean Tech is just how comfortable it is to wear. People just love the feel of it. It's almost like merino type feel. So, but with real good performance qualities. It dries quick, doesn't smell, antibacterial, all that sort of stuff. So, so like from a customization perspective, we brand everything up. We've got everything from polo, shorts, shirts, jackets, backpacks, headwear. Basically anything you need, we've got it.
I have to say it was the first thing I did when I came in here was just get this in hand. I went, it's like merino wool top. But
yeah.
Pat, love everything that you're doing. Just the whole way you're innovating all the time. So thanks for your time.
Oh, Mark, great to see you down under here too, by the way, and look forward to coming back soon.
Great to be here. One of the features I really like about the Vaikobi V-Dry X range is the detailing. Take a look at these zippers, for example. Right now you've got a grey zipper on your black top, but with your team branding, you may well want the colours to match up with your logo, and this is where they have a range of zipper pullers. Here you've got the blue, the red and the green to go with that grey which you get as standard. And so if you order from Vaikobi for your team, so you've got your whole range, which may be the smock, the jacket, the waterproof short or the salopette, you can have all of these in the colour that suits your logo. All you have to do is take off the zippers or the pullers. They'll do this for you when you order for your whole team. And then take the new one, I've chosen the blue, put it through, and hey presto, your branding matches with your zipper pullers. So I've talked with Pat about the team gear range with the V-Dry X, but we need to find out the details of this, and there is no one better than Bart Milczarczyk, who is the lead product design at Vaikobi. And let's start with the short here. Now this is a waterproof short. First thing that I noticed, and we've got the lovely Bellamente
Correct.
logoing on this,
Yep.
is the pocket position.
Yes. Well, we actually sampled this earlier on, and what we did is we did have the pocket on the sides, and the crew members were quick to say that that's not right. And we've moved them to the front, which means you can get several bodies out on the rail closer together. You can still access the pocket, and the zips close to the front. So you can kind of easily tell that they're done up. And with the waterproof zips, they're actually dry inside.
It's that little thing when you've got people on the rail, you want them as
Yes.
packed as close together as possible.
yeah.
And that feedback from the sailors where they say, I've got my phone in my pocket and it's rubbing up against the person next to you.
Yeah, it's a simple change, but for them it makes a big difference.
And with the full zippered pocket means you come off the rail, your knees go up, and so
Nothing
you don't
falls
have anything falling out.
Yeah.
Second thing, took a look at this, and first thing I did on the button was push on. But you've actually got a button puller, and now that
correct.
is very different.
Yeah. This is used in kind of the outdoor industry. So we see kind of cool details in other products and think, oh, well, that will probably work from here for us. So Jim said that the buttons have a tendency to pop off, right? They can either get stuck on the rail, and once that happens, it's a bit of a nuisance. So this is far more foolproof in that it slides in and then locks into position. So it will not come off, and it allows you to keep the waist tight. And we've got these little adjusters on the side, so you can get probably nearly a full size in the waist adjusted. So you set that once, and you do the button up at the front.
And so you can get away without a belt.
True.
And straight away have a system where it's not going to undo when you're on the rail, because I've found that an annoyance in the past. Looking to the back, you've got your padding to make sure that you don't have any wear on the short. What is this made of?
This is aramid fibre with Kevlar. It's quite lightweight, so it's matched to the actual garment. We don't want to put in a really heavy-duty reinforcing because it's going to just add bulk. So what we've done is gone with this Kevlar fibre with reinforced on the seat, so it's going to give much more abrasion resist to the high wear areas.
That is seriously neat, and just seeing it covering a really good area, which is what is needed when you're out on the rail, and the different positions you get into in sailing, which can often be slightly strange.
Sure.
Now, I want to move on to the jacket here, because we've got, again, that reinforcing, but first thing I noticed is when I ran my thumb just across this, there's hardly any extra layering.
Yeah, true.
Now, this, every single time I've seen the overlap between the materials and how this all connects together usually results in bulk. But that is missing from that. How is that done?
Yeah, you'll see also that that's true. There's very little bulk, so these are really low profile flat seams. And just from the exterior, you can see that the seams are almost invisible. On other garments, you'll notice like a stiffening there and a puckering where the tape reinforcing on the inside is trying to, fold over the fabric and seal it. This is a new process which we've worked with our manufacturer, professional manufacturer, been doing high-end jackets for 20 plus years. And he saw this as a new innovation in seam tape and went off and bought all the new machinery required to make it happen. So the result for us is a seam that's, it's like a modern seam, right? So seams haven't changed for decades. This is the first time we've seen a seam that's quite low, very flat, highly waterproof.
Yeah. It's other little things I noticed all the way through. You've got the waterproof zips.
Yes.
And the positioning of these pockets on the jacket as well. It looks just a little bit further inboard.
A little bit further in and a slight angle, so you kind of naturally want to be able to get your hand in. Items won't fall out. Little extra pocket on the inside, so just a simple up and over to get into that pocket. And it allows us to keep the whole left side chest, right side chest, free and clean, so that we can add, custom event team logos easily.
As we saw with Bellamente on the...
Yep.
We've got their smock over here, and I was talking with Pat about this, and it's just so smart when you've got all of the pullers just matching up, and they must be seriously pleased with this kit.
Oh, right. It's true, right? So they wanted dark navy color. They wanted their logos to really stand out, and just little touches where we take the secondary fabric on the back of the little pullers is in that same green, and same on the hood. It really elevates the gear to like another level of customized, made to order. So I think we're trying to set the standard for custom teamwear sailing gear at a high level.
Well, Bart, it's great to talk to you about this, and just the enthusiasm you've got for your kit and just making these little changes is superb. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, man.